Walk into any gun shop right now, and you'll see the exact same thing. Shelves packed with the latest ultra-hyped micro-compacts and multi-million-dollar marketing darlings. But while everyone is lining up to pay top dollar for the trend of the month, some of the most insanely durable, duty-grade handguns on the planet are sitting right there in the display case, completely ignored. They shoot flat, hold up against insane abuse, and will happily run through 10,000-plus rounds of ammo without breaking down. Here are 6 overlooked handguns that are absolute gold mines for your wallet and your range bag. Number 6. Beretta PX4 Storm. The ignored double-action gem that outshoots, outlasts, and outsoftens almost everything on the rack. Designed in Italy by Beretta to evolve their legendary hammer-fired handguns, the PX4 Storm was engineered specifically to give law enforcement and military shooters maximum durability in a modern polymer frame. Beretta took the proven rotary barrel action from their 8000 Cougar series and refined it, creating a duty pistol capable of digesting well over 100,000 rounds without major part failures. When you tear down the PX4 Storm, you quickly realize Beretta packed it with high-end engineering that most modern polymer guns completely ignore. Instead of using a standard Browning tilting barrel like almost every other handgun on the market, the PX4 features a cold, hammer-forged rotary barrel that actually spins inside the slide when you fire. That rotating motion redirects recoil energy sideways rather than slamming it straight back into your wrist, keeping the muzzle ridiculously flat and drastically cutting down on the internal friction that normally wears out slide rails over high round counts. Supporting that unique action is a lightweight, fiberglass reinforced techno-polymer frame housing a heavy-duty steel insert chassis, while cheaper polymer frames can flex or show rail wear after thousands of rounds. This reinforced steel framework keeps everything perfectly aligned and locked tight through endless range sessions. Operating on a traditional double-action, single-action hammer system, it gives you a long, deliberate first trigger pull for safe carrying, followed by a crisp, light single-action break with a short reset for fast follow-up shots. Rounding out the package are low-profile 3-dot combat sights and a contoured, snag-free slide equipped with ambidextrous decocking controls, making the internal guts of this pistol far more durable and smooth shooting than almost anything else in its price bracket. The main reason people pass on the PX4 comes down to pure curb appeal. Its swooping curves and slightly chunky frame give it a distinct sci-fi look that turns off buyers who prefer sleek, classic, slab-sided designs. On top of that, social media feeds and store cases are completely dominated by ultra-slim striker-fired guns right now. Because big marketing pushes rarely focus on double-action hammer guns anymore, most people walk right past this smooth shooting gem without realizing what they're missing. They are completely unaware that behind those unique looks is one of the softest shooting, most durable handguns you can buy. You can snag this ultra-durable workhorse brand new for around $550 to $650, or grab a clean used one closer to $350 to $450. Number 5. CZP-10C. The under-the-radar polymer tank hiding on display shelves while everyone overpays for brand names. Introduced by CZ to directly challenge the dominant striker-fired market, the P10C was engineered to fix every common complaint shooters had with standard polymer duty pistols. CZ took their legendary Czech manufacturing heritage and focused on building a striker-fired handgun that didn't need a single aftermarket upgrade to be competition-ready or duty-proven. The goal was simple: craft a compact, ultra-durable platform with superior ergonomics, a world-class factory trigger, and a barrel built to withstand relentless high round count torture tests. When you look at what you actually get inside the CZP-10C, it becomes ridiculous that more people aren't buying it. Most polymer handguns on the market require you to drop another $200 or $300 on aftermarket parts just to make them feel great. But CZ built this gun straight out of the factory like a full-blown custom build. The heart of its longevity is a match-grade, cold hammer-forged barrel. Cold hammer forging hardens the internal steel under extreme pressure, creating an ultra-durable bore that resists heat, erosion, and high-velocity bullet wear even after swallowing tens of thousands of rounds. Supporting that barrel is a fiber-reinforced polymer frame housing heavy-duty, oversized internal steel locking blocks, and slide rails that eliminate frame flex and keep the slide locked tight through endless range sessions. Where this pistol really shines as a gold mine is the trigger and ergonomics. While most striker-fired triggers feel mushy and heavy, the P10C gives you a clean wall, a crisp break, and an insanely short tactile reset that lets you double-tap targets effortlessly. Combine that with a deep undercut trigger guard and aggressive frame texturing, and the pistol sits low in your hand to soak up muzzle flip with ease. Rounding out the package are deep front and rear slide serrations for positive control in any condition, alongside rugged steel 3-dot combat sights that won't shear off under hard use, giving you a relentless workhorse that easily outclasses guns twice its price. The main reason the P10C isn't flying off store shelves comes down to brand recognition and ad spend. When most people walk into a gun shop, they're looking for what's trending, and companies like Glock or Sig dominate that mental space with non-stop marketing. CZ just doesn't play that hype game. They build an insanely tough, duty-ready handgun and kind of just let the performance speak for itself. But since the average buyer rarely sees a massive ad campaign for it, they completely overlook the fact that this pistol offers a better trigger, superior ergonomics, and equal or better longevity than the big names for hundreds of dollars less. You can regularly score this absolute laser of a handgun brand new for anywhere between $350 and $450, making it one of the absolute best values in the entire polymer pistol market. Number 4. Stoeger STR-9. The most unfairly dismissed budget gold mine hiding on the modern gun rack. Stoeger has long been recognized for producing rugged, working-man shotguns. But as a subsidiary of the Beretta holding group, they had direct access to some of the finest firearms manufacturing standards in the world. Stoeger engineered the STR-9 to enter the massive striker-fired duty market with a simple objective: create a rock-solid, ultra-reliable 9mm handgun stripped of unnecessary bells and whistles, allowing them to deliver pure, uncompromised mechanical durability at an unbeatable price point. When you look under the hood of the Stoeger STR-9, it becomes ridiculous how much heavy-duty engineering they crammed into a sub-$300 handgun. Most budget-tier pistols cut corners by using tiny, cheap metal tabs for slide rails that eventually wear down or cause slide rattle. But Stoeger built this gun on a heavy-duty polymer chassis equipped with full-length steel slide rails and a rugged integrated steel guide rod assembly. Having that much continuous steel-on-steel contact eliminates frame flex, prevents internal rail battering, and keeps the slide cycling on smooth, rigid tracks even when the gun gets scorching hot during rapid-fire mag dumps. Where this workhorse really proves itself as a hidden gold mine is how refined it feels in your hand while shooting. The slide is cut with deep, aggressive front and rear serrations, giving you positive bite to cycle the action effortlessly even with wet or gloved hands. The striker-fired trigger bypasses that mushy, sponge-like pull, typical of cheap polymer guns, delivering a clean wall, a crisp break, and a short tactile reset that lets you double-tap targets with incredible speed. To top it off, Stoeger included a deep undercut trigger guard paired with customizable back straps, letting the gun sit low in your grip to soak up muzzle flip naturally. Throw in high-visibility steel 3-dot sights that won't shear off under hard use, and you get a relentless, combat-ready pistol that easily outlasts guns twice its price. The STR-9 gets unfairly brushed aside, simply because people see a sub-$300 price tag and instantly assume it must be cheap junk. Gun owners are conditioned to believe that if you aren't dropping $500 or $600, you're buying something that'll fall apart at the range. On top of that, most people associate the Stoeger name strictly with hunting shotguns, not tactical handguns. So when shoppers see it sitting in the display case next to the famous striker-fired giants, they walk right past it to pay double for a big-name brand. They have no idea that underneath that humble exterior is a pistol backed by Beretta's manufacturing quality and built to handle serious abuse. You can regularly grab this durable budget workhorse brand new for anywhere between $270 and $350, making it an absolute steal for a high round count range gun. Number 3. Sig Sauer SP2022. the combat-tested sleeper that gives you true Sig Sauer reliability while gathering dust on display shelves. Introduced in the late 1990s as the Sig Pro, the SP2022 was Sig Sauer's pioneer effort to bring their world-class hammer-fired mechanism into a lightweight polymer frame. Its engineering was so rock-solid that the French Ministry of the Interior adopted it in 2002 for their police and gendarmerie, ordering over 250,000 units with a mandated 20-year operational lifespan and an official 100,000-round service requirement per gun. When you look under the hood of the Sig SP2022, you quickly realize it is built like a complete brick house compared to most modern polymer pistols. Instead of relying on cheap molded polymer rails that can flex or wear down over time, Sig engineered this gun with a heavy-duty, full-length steel frame insert inside the polymer body. That massive steel chassis gives you true steel-on-steel slide contact, which drastically cuts down on internal friction, eliminates frame battering, and keeps the cycling smooth even after tens of thousands of rounds. Mated to that rigid base is a cold, hammer-forged barrel locked inside a heavy stainless steel slide, all coated in Sig's ultra-tough nitron finish to resist corrosion, sweat, and intense heat during high-volume range days. Where this pistol really proves itself as a hidden gold mine is its classic combat trigger system. It operates on a traditional double-action, single-action hammer-fired setup, giving you a smooth, heavy first trigger pull for maximum carry safety, followed by a light, crisp, single-action brake with a short reset for quick target acquisition. It features a frame-mounted decocker, allowing you to drop the hammer safely without ever touching the trigger, along with a full-sized 1913 Picatinny rail for weapon lights, capped off with rugged Siglite steel 3-dot sights and interchangeable grip modules. The internal engineering of the SP2022 easily delivers the same bulletproof durability as a $1,000 Sig P226 at half the price. The real reason nobody talks about the SP2022 comes down to Sig overshadowing their own masterpiece. When you visit a gun shop or scroll through social media, Sig is heavily promoting their micro-compact carry guns or high-end custom shop builds. The SP2022 just doesn't fit into their current viral ad campaigns, so it gets pushed into the dark corners of the display case. But here's the kicker. While everyone else is paying top dollar for modern striker-fired hype, smart buyers realize this forgotten double-action gem gives you the exact same combat reliability and steel rail engineering as Sig's top-tier duty guns for half the money. You can regularly score this combat-tested 100,000-round workhorse brand new for anywhere between $450 and $520, making it an absolute steal for genuine Sig performance. Number 2. Grand Power K100. The technical shooter's secret weapon built around a steel chassis for endless round counts. Designed in Slovakia by former military engineer Jaroslav Kuricina, the Grand Power K100 was born out of a desire to create a handgun with unprecedented shooting comfort and mechanical longevity. Instead of copying standard Browning-style designs, Kuricina spent years perfecting a patented rotary barrel mechanism built inside a robust steel internal container. The pistol quickly gained a cult following in European action shooting sports for its ability to run tens of thousands of rounds without frameware, while delivering exceptionally flat, soft shooting performance. When you tear down the Grand Power K100, you immediately see why it's a mechanical goldmine for high-volume shooters. Rather than using a traditional tilting barrel, the K100 operates on a smooth rotating barrel system controlled by a hardened roller pin. As the slide cycles back, the cold, hammer-forged barrel rotates, redirecting felt recoil radially and keeping the muzzle incredibly flat for lightning-fast follow-up shots. Supporting this unique action is a massive CNC-machined steel insert container housed inside a fiberglass-reinforced polyamide frame. That full-length internal steel chassis prevents frame flex, eliminates rail battering, and keeps slide lockup tight over high round counts. Operating on a DASA hammer-fired system, it gives you a smooth first trigger pull followed by a short, crisp single-action brake with a tactile reset, capped off with fully ambidextrous controls, including dual safety levers and magazine releases. Along with low-profile steel sights, the internal engineering easily outclasses pistols, costing hundreds more. The main reason people pass on the K100 comes down to brand recognition, import obscurity, and sheer unfamiliarity. Because Grand Power is a boutique European brand that doesn't spend millions on slick American ad campaigns or big-name dealer partnerships, most casual buyers have simply never heard of it. Shooters walk up to the gun counter, see a brand name they can't pronounce, and immediately default to purchasing a mainstream, boxy, polymer striker gun instead, completely unaware that they're walking right past one of the softest shooting, most durable rotary handguns ever designed. You can regularly find this rotary barrel workhorse brand new for around $480 to $580, making it an absolute bargain for a pistol engineered like a precision match gun. Number 1. Walther P99. The forgotten James Bond icon that quietly introduced the single best DASA striker trigger ever made. Introduced in the late 1990s by Germany's Walther Arms, the P99 was decades ahead of its time, designed to meet strict German police duty standards with exceptional longevity and safety. It famously combined a lightweight polymer frame with a revolutionary anti-stress AS trigger mechanism, giving shooters the safety of a double-action initial pull alongside the speed of a striker-fired system. Despite famously gracing cinema screens as James Bond's sidearm, its sophisticated design was overshadowed as the market shifted heavily towards simpler, single-action striker guns. When you look closely at what's actually packed inside the Walther P99, it becomes ridiculous that more people aren't snapping it up. Most polymer handguns on the market today use standard, bare-bones internal components that force you to buy expensive aftermarket upgrades. But Walther engineered this pistol straight out of the factory like a precision piece of German machinery. The foundation of its longevity starts with a match-grade, cold, hammer-forged barrel locked inside a nitro-carburized steel slide. That heavy-duty surface treatment penetrates deep into the metal, giving it extreme resistance against holster friction, sweat, and intense rapid-fire heat erosion over tens of thousands of rounds. Supporting that slide is a fiberglass-reinforced polymer frame equipped with full-length internal steel guide rails. Instead of using tiny, cheap metal tabs that wear out or cause slide rattle, this solid steel chassis prevents frame flex and maintains ultra-tight slide lockup through endless range sessions. Where this gun really proves itself as a hidden goldmine, though, is its revolutionary anti-stress trigger system. It gives you the true safety of a double-action hammer gun combined with the crispness of a match-grade striker-fired pistol. You get a deliberate first pull for safe carry, a top-mounted slide decocker to safely drop the striker, and an insanely short single-action reset that lets you double-tap targets with staggering speed. Rounding out the build are fully ambidextrous paddle magazine releases integrated right into the trigger guard and rugged low-profile sights, delivering a combat-proven workhorse that easily outshoots guns, costing twice as much. The main reason the P99 gets passed over comes down to feature shock at the gun counter. American shooters are overwhelmingly used to standard push-button mag releases and plain striker triggers. When they pick up a P99 and see a decocker flush mounted on top of the slide paired with European-style paddle releases under the trigger guard, it trips them up. On top of that, Walther throws almost all their marketing budget and social media hype behind their newer PDP series. Because casual buyers rarely see this double-action sleeper featured in shiny ad campaigns, they completely skip past it to buy whatever is currently trending, missing out on a world-class, combat-proven goldmine. You can regularly find clean, well-maintained used models or remaining production runs for around $450 to $580, giving you premium German engineering for a bargain price. It's easy to get distracted by flashy new releases, but shiny branding doesn't win firefights or shrink your group sizes on target. These 6 handguns might not get non-stop love on social media, but their internal engineering and rock-solid durability speak for themselves. Which one of these slept-on handguns would you trust for a 10,000-round endurance run? Or is there another hidden gem we left off the list? Drop your pick in the comments below. If this video saved you some cash or opened your eyes to a new favorite, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next breakdown. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.